I'm in community meetup for Minecraft. Community meetup for Minecraft today. Is in like 10 minutes. I'm at TwitchCon 2025. Hello everyone, TwitchCon 2025. Y'all come by, have fun, have a meetup. We're here. Y'all have a good evening and day and night. Hello, hello. Oh.
How's it going?
You'll be on my YouTube channel. Here.
All right.
I'll give you a card.
Oh, yeah, please. Thanks.
Y'all can find me there.
All right, thanks.
Y'all both want one?
Yeah.
Thank you. They were cute little creatures. I don't know who they were, what they are, where they're from, but I am going to go find a table over here in the sun and sit and see what kind of snack I brought with me. I was hungry. Almost if I got a snack, so it's beautiful. Here, I'm gonna go out. Y'all wanna look at the Coronado Bridge? Let's go look at the Coronado Bridge. In the water. That's the Coronado Bridge. I've been over that bridge before, but it's been a long time. 2015 I was here at a convention in San Diego, and my friend and I went over the Coronado Bridge. But look at that water. Isn't it beautiful? Met a guy last night that's he's got his yacht over here somewhere. I didn't get his name. We're all in the hot tub together, and he lives here in a yacht. And he gets privileged because he's docked at the Marriott Marina Hotel, Marino, and so he gets to go into their hotel and use their pool, and use their hot tub, use their gym if he wants it. Gets a discount on the food, but it's beautiful, very, very beautiful out here. Alright, I think I am going to maybe do another live on my YouTube channel this time.
Playing all of the games that are really popular because there wasn't space for that and we weren't expected to. So we found the games that we all really enjoy, and when we go into all the other games that boys typically play, you're lower skill on average, and then you're met with a lot more judgment. So it just feels really hostile at times.
I agree. I'm honestly there was a weird period for me where I almost didn't want to play games because I was significantly worse than a lot of the men that I play with, but also just it's really disheartening sometimes, and it's really easy to be like, oh, never mind, I don't really like that game. I don't want to play it anymore.
Definitely. Do you think that's kind of why you started with Minecraft and then just kind of fell in love?
I started playing Minecraft, well, I have older siblings, and anything that my brother played, I gravitated towards a lot, and Minecraft was one of those games where it was the one thing that he was bad at. And I was like, great, I can get something on you.
Yeah, it's finally. And what about you?
For me, I also started playing it. It was at a sleepover with my neighbor. We were introduced to it, and I just kind of fell in love because there's so much that you can do that there is space for everything. And I like the versatility of the platform of the game and stuff. So I really fell in love with trying out everything and
same thing where I would usually just play single player things, and then I had a lot of guy friends that would play Minecraft, and I was like, can I join you guys? And they would oftentimes laugh at me because it's what you say, you start later, and you don't have that skill level or you're not used to how it all works, and then I'd just be cozy and hanging out, and they would kind of laugh at that and laugh it off as like, oh, but you're not good at this.
I think for me, one of my neighbors also introduced me to the game, but I don't think I was around a lot of men or even just women who played any games. I just played for me on my own, on little servers and stuff like that. So I think taking a step into as well other games like Valorant or FPS games, you do get exposed to a lot of different people, different treatment. So I think that's why Minecraft is always like a lovely little safer space to kind of go back to, even with how it can be.
Even it's a safe space for us, and that's how we feel. We're still streaming it, and sometimes it's not so safe. So when did you guys kind of figure out, like, oh, there's gender imbalances here? Was it immediately?
I didn't notice it right away. I started streaming when I was 16 or 17, and I think that I like really started to notice it the more that I transitioned into like making friends, honestly, because I didn't have friends in like streaming and content and stuff for the first like year, and then like the more I guess that I like hung out with people, the more that like I realized like there weren't a lot of like, I'd be in like games where like it was during the pandemic, so like I'd play like a lot of Among Us or like Minecraft, like Hunger Games, and I'd be in calls and I'd be like the only girl, and I'd also be the worst one because I haven't been playing games that long either, and that was like roughly around when I started to notice it more.
For me, it was when I was invited to my first SMP, and I was one of like 3 girls out of 25 people who were invited, and that's when it kind of sunk in that like, oh, it's a bit rough. It can be a bit rough. It's hard when everyone's first thought is to invite their friends, and that's completely normal, but you don't think about there's 3 girls here, and that's it. And it can be a little awkward for the girls.
Well, it's isolating, right? It's when you walk into a room and no one looks like you, no one, like, and it's just like, oh, okay, I don't feel welcome. And it's not, sometimes, not purposeful, sometimes it is. But yeah, and then behavior.
For me, honestly, the last year is what has made me realize this is an insane imbalance. I think I've been very lucky in SMPs and stuff. There's always been a lovely element of respect, but I have seen that slowly slipping. I was thinking about this morning. I feel like there's a different element of respect for a man towards man or compared to a man towards woman. Like, it's easier to let down one of us than it is to another man because they're kind of almost similar respect level, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just such a weird feeling to realize, wait, like it is like that, and just they don't even know half the time, and only we're the ones feeling that. And if we call it out, it's more of an issue on us because we're the one making an issue, we're the one talking about it, and it's just, I think, a really hard thing to deal with.
I also feel like when it comes to like the whole like all being like 3 or 4 girls in a server, is then we also always get put up against each other or like compared to each other all the time because there's only like 4 of us.
Amber, do you have anything to add?
Well, I've only been on 3 SMPs and they've all been like girl-led SMPs. So I see a couple of girly pop SMP there. Hello. So that have actually been really lovely experiences. But then when you think about it, we've kind of had to create a space for ourselves, and that in its own is a problem. But at least that is happening, and I'm really grateful that I've had that.
And there's panels like this, right, where we're talking about it. And it does seem a little like on the nose. It's like, oh yeah, women in gaming, obviously. But sometimes if you're not in the shoes and experiencing it firsthand, it's hard to kind of like have sympathy for or empathy for. And so that's why we're doing it. We can create those spaces and we can create panels like this in order to kind of foster a better community. So moving on to our next segment here is the Minecraft space. And this is our time, because I've never played Minecraft, right? Okay, wait, can you guys, who plays Minecraft? Like consistently, like, oh, wow, okay. So,
Yeah, that checks out.
well, there's some people who haven't. Okay, so I'm here too, don't worry. So let's talk about it. Well, I know we kind of brought it up slightly, but why Minecraft?
I feel like for me, it's because there's so much you can do. Like, in Minecraft, you can take it competitively. You can do building, you can do adventure, and that makes it feel, in a way, like a safer thing to explore. You can do it by yourself too. So for me, it's been more like a creative outlet and to be able to hang out with friends, and I really, really enjoy that in Minecraft.
And to add with that, like, just the creative outlet is such a big thing for me. Like, storytelling is something that I absolutely adore, and it's just, it is a blank canvas where you can do whatever you want. You can tell whatever stories, you can create whatever content for your community, you can play with your community, so it's a great place to connect, meet new people, or connect with old friends, and I love that.
For me, it's the first game that I played when I was like 13, and I just never stopped playing it. And I feel like I'm lucky that streaming has been able to be an outlet for me to play my favorite game that I've been playing forever. I also love the fact that it is so diverse and different things you can do. Like, building is such a creative outlet. But you can also do things that are a lot more mechanical, like PvP, etc. And it's cool that you can go into those different things and learn. Like, I'm constantly learning, which is something that you can't always get from like FPS games or other things, really.
Michaela?
I literally agree with what everyone says. It's like, you can do so much with Minecraft. Like, people make like crazy stories, or there's like servers you can play on. Like, I started playing Minecraft, don't call me an iPad kid, but I started playing Minecraft on my iPad when I was 8, and I'm still playing it at 22 on Minecraft servers.
On your iPad?
On an iPad, yep, on my second generation iPad. And there's so much that you can do, and I've met some of my best friends that I'm going to be friends with for like the rest of my life through a video game, through Minecraft, and I think that's really special, that I feel like not a lot of people can say.
Definitely. So as someone who's never played Minecraft, I should definitely get into it.
Yes.
So talking about safe spaces, how do you guys kind of find that in a video game? Like where, like if they're looking, like how do you even start?
I think the nice thing about Minecraft is while everyone typically plays together on servers and stuff, you can play on your own and do whatever you want. So like modding out your single player world to have all of your favorite mods and just cute, cozy things, at least for me, is very comforting, and I can just kind of unplug from the chaos of creating content with others and just enjoy a space where I can do whatever I want without anyone potentially getting in the way.
Okay, so it's kind of, you're just like going and doing your thing, and that's kind of like your own safe space.
There's a lot of freedom to just get away from people.
I also feel like people notice that. Like, I do a lot of stereotypical girly things. Like, my world would be cottagecore, fairycore, like those vibes. And people comment saying like, oh, I wish there was more of this, or I'm so happy that I found something, or like a creator that does Minecraft how I do it, because most of the content isn't like this. So I feel like if you're very open about that, people will find you in that.
Definitely. Any other notes?
She looks at me and goes, I feel like my head's on a swivel.
All right. Let's move on to our next topic, which is kind of why we're here and what to talk about, right? Is challenges and harassment when it comes to being a woman in the gaming space. So, do you have any personal anecdotes or stories? What have you faced? And yeah, right. Yes, you do have personal stories. And then, how did you handle it?
Who want to go first, guys? Nose goes? I'm just kidding. All right, me. For me, I feel like the topic of sexism and racism both kind of go hand in hand for me as someone who's a person of color. I feel like the first Minecraft server I was ever on, it was like a noticeable thing where there was already in general separation between the guys and the girls, but then there was a weird
like underlining separation between me as a black person with the entirety of the rest of the server. This isn't even like the server that I did content with. It was when I like first started out, but it was like a noticeable thing where like it starts off small where there can be like little backhanded comments about like appearance or like, oh, like you said this because you're on your period. That is like the most basic joke that I remember hearing from like when I first like came on the internet. And I feel like you can face sexism without it even being like blatant. Like it could even be like you don't even realize that it's like, I feel like for so many years I've dealt with people making like little backhanded comments that I didn't even realize were backhanded, because it's just something that you grow up hearing for so long that shouldn't be normalized.
I think one that's a little unique is having a voice and making sure that you're pushing your voice, because I feel like
I can
agree.
Yeah.
When you're talking and there are men in the call, there is a lot of talking over you, and you having to make sure that you are heard and having to sometimes talk over those people so they actually listen to what you're saying, which is a hard thing because it's within actual creators as external to the community.
I feel like I'm talking on that. People get upset at you for interrupting them, even though you are not being listened to at all. So it's just a really frustrating cycle that just keeps going.
There's also like the opposite thing where if you almost talk too much or you're too loud, then you get called really annoying all the time.
Yeah.
So there's also like a double standard to it.
There's literally no winning, because if you're quiet, then you're like that quiet girl, and if you speak up, then it's like you speak too much.
We've all seen Barbie, the movie.
Yes.
That
monologue.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing, right? If you do too much, then you're overbearing. If you're too little, then you're too shy. There's just like nowhere. Okay, so then where do we go? Since it can't be always in the middle. Yeah, that's hard. Is there any other stories that you have or something that have affected you? And
I feel like this is just a given existing on the internet, but you are always going to be sexualized no matter what. And you can take action by banning people in your chat, blocking people on social media, but you can't ever stop it. And so handling it, this sounds horrible, but for me, it just, you have to come to terms with ignoring it, like, because there's nothing you can do to handle the volume in which it happens. And it's so frustrating.
Going off of that as well, it sometimes gets to a point where it is on everything. Like even if it's a positive thing, comments on everything, or constant wanting your attention in chat, even if you are not reading those things. And sometimes having to block those things can be more negative and damaging for you as a person than leaving it.
Because people will come in a chat and say things that they would never say in a man's chat, like say crazy things, or in person, never in person, or sometimes they don't mean bad, but they come in and they say something about your looks as their first chat. And I'm like, that's really weird. And then if you say that that's weird, then they're gonna just say that you're rude. And
It was just a compliment.
like, I'm just being nice to you.
I guess.
Are you guys able to hear me?
Yes!
Oh, fantastic! Sorry. Oh my gosh, please mic issues. I'll say hello to the crowd. I cannot see you, but I'm sure that you all look wonderful. Just a quick introduction. I'm Smith. I am here as a woman, in quotation marks. I'm genderqueer and gender fluid, so I do identify as a woman, but I use I pronouns. And yeah, harassment's hard. It's actually the main reason why I stopped using Twitch majority as a platform, because not only am I expected to not only am I expected to receive this hate, but I'm expected to smile and say nothing while I'm looking at it.
definitely. Let's give a whole round of applause for Cassie. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Okay, I would love to kind of circle back a little bit to get Cassie to answer some of the questions as well too. Okay, perfect. Well, Cassie,
Thank you, I appreciate that.
no, oh my God, I'm so glad that you're here. So our very first question is just general experiences in the gaming spaces.
Oh yeah, well, so I have a bit of a different perspective because my parents are gamers. So I've been playing video games and involved in online gaming spaces since I was about 5, which is pretty young for a lot of people. I also
also had trouble understanding the idea of sexism growing up because I am on the spectrum, and so that presented other challenges as well. Very similar to Michaela, I experience ableism in intersectionality with sexism. Obviously, Michaela has something different, but that's kind of how I relate and connect to the gaming space mostly. Is unfortunately I would experience the things of like, oh, you're being so annoying, or you're doing this thing that is not conventionally associated with women, and so we dislike you more for it.
No, definitely. Thank you for sharing. Our next kind of question is, when did you, since you've been playing games for so long, did you kind of notice it immediately, the differences of gender imbalances, or kind of later on?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, my mom was a WoW player, so I used to sit behind her and listen to her Skype calls or her TeamSpeak calls with her, teammates back in the day. And even as a young child, before I even played video games, I was aware that there was a gender imbalance just by listening to my mother's experiences.
And you didn't go to WoW, you went to Minecraft instead.
Yes.
And why Minecraft?
Because it is a blank canvas. It's not really a game, it's a medium. So for me, it's whatever I want it to be on that given day.
No, I love that. Honestly, that was poetic. That was amazing. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you. Okay, and then for our last question, actually, Cassie, before we'll all continue speaking, we know the answer, have you faced sexism or harassment, and how do you handle it?
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it a bit earlier, but I kind of don't handle it, is the honest truth. And I think that that's something that we should be allowed to say. I think there's so much focus on how women handle things and the repercussions of afterwards instead of focusing on why it happens in the first place.
No, I think that's such a good answer. It's very true. And what about here as well, too, kind of directing back? Are we feeling like that? Are we handling it? Or are we not?
I feel like you kind of become numb to it in a way. And it always hurts, and if you think about it, like you feel really bad, but if you've been doing content for so long, after a while you get the same message for the 50th time, and your brain kind of learns to shut it out, but obviously that doesn't make it okay that it happens. But it's just a sad truth of the way to handle it is to become numb in a way.
I do think that there's like the mentality that I've started to develop, and I think a lot of us have, where like you don't owe anyone your energy, and you don't have to spend your emotional energy dealing with really awful people that you don't want to. Like if you want to just ignore it and choose to step away, you should be able to do that without judgment.
I recently stepped away from the internet for a good few months, honestly, and I kind of evaluated the way that I go about kind of everything, and I've learned that I am the type of person to make jokes to avoid an issue, and now that I'm aware of that, I'm sort of able to identify whenever something bugs me, because it was to the point where I wouldn't even realize that people's different issues in people's comments actually bugged me, because I would literally turn everything into a joke.
I think when it comes to dealing with it or ignoring it, it's sort of an unfair kind of growth that I feel like we have to go through, which is kind of crazy because men just exist and they don't have to really change.
You shouldn't have to learn this.
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate thing that you have to adapt to, and that's without electing things, because I also have a chronic illness, so taking care of myself, but also having to make sure I feel comfortable for my own well-being in the space that I'm in. It's just so much energy and so much focus, which I feel like we shouldn't have to do anyway, but that's how it is.
Well, there's so many things that we have to, and I'm not a Minecraft streamer, but there's so many things that we have to take into account that a lot of other people don't. People clipping, let's say you have a shocked face, and you're like, oh my god, and I had someone clip all of my shocked faces because my mouth was open. It's you're like, what? Or walking away from the camera, or things like that you're just normally you would think about, and then it starts happening to you, and you're like, how do you even, what? I didn't even think about that.
Personally, I never get up. That is my rule with my
So recently, I mostly, like for the last 4 or 5 years, if I was like in front of a camera, I was in baggy jeans and like a sweatshirt.
Yeah, because if you wear something that you want to that's maybe just a little more cutesy or shows more skin, I feel like immediately opens you up to
You're doing that on purpose to, right?
not for yourself, of
Right.
course.
No, of course not. Okay, so let's kind of move on to our next one here, is visibility and representation. No, you guys can't see the board, can you?
If I have a posture, I can.
It's an us problem.
Okay, so our first question here is, do you think being a woman affects your discoverability or success?
I feel like people oftentimes take you less seriously, so then it definitely affects it.
I think a case I've been feeling recently is I really love being creative. It's one of my favorite things, and I feel like it's me giving a little part of myself to my audience. And I feel like no matter how much of myself I give into my content, sometimes if I'm on a server and there's literally just a man, everyone will be like, wow, like this guy. And I feel like it's quite, I don't know exactly the right way to phrase it, but it's hard when you're putting so much of yourself out there when a man can literally just exist and have a face cam and play a game and automatically people have an insane amount of interest, and that's within the community. It's not even between streamers.
And honestly, similar to what you were saying, people are so willing and ready to write off what success you do have and tack it on to someone.
That's another point that I've been bringing up in stream recently, because you always are part of, you're attached to a man. Like, yeah, basically what you said.
And then Cassie, do you have anything that you want to add to that?
Oh, yeah. Statistically, like, I do think it affects our discoverability, not just in the Twitch space, but in the TikTok and YouTube space. I have people who come into my YouTube comments and openly admit to not watching women. They'll compliment me. They'll be like, oh, I've never really enjoyed watching women before, but I watch your content and I like it, and they think it's like some grand compliment. Alongside this, I have done personal studies in regards to the top most viewed Minecraft YouTubers, and the amount of women, and especially non-binary people, is very few and far between.
It's really hard, yeah. Michaela, do you have anything to add to that?
I mean, everyone kind of said what I was going to say, was just, I feel like a good chunk of it, for some time, like you kind of do feel like the counterpart to another, like, person, like, in the space a lot of the time. Like, literally, I'm just going to say what everyone else just said, so I'm just going to...
No, yeah, it's perfect. And it's so real. And you don't really think about it until you're just kind of experiencing it, right? And also that everyone thinks that it's just because we're a woman. And the same concept that you said, it's like, oh, well, we'll have to attach woman to the name of it, and that just makes it already something different and something isolating. So our next question is, why is it important to see more women / uplift them in the Minecraft space?
At least for me, I would have loved when I was a little girl to see more people on social media who looked a lot like me. Like, I don't really know how to, like, word this all that great, but, like, until I was about maybe 10 or 11, like, on, like, YouTube and, like, in shows and stuff, like, there weren't a lot of people that looked like me that were, A, woman, B, black. Like, those did not exist. There's a flag, sorry. Did not exist. And I feel like now that I am the age of, like, the people that you see on media, I like to put myself out there in case there is some other, like, little black girl who, like, wants to see somebody who looks like her on the internet. And I think that that is so important because, like, growing up, you wanna look and you wanna act a certain way, like how everyone else looks. And if there's no one online that looks or acts like you, you feel like you're wrong, like you're not, like, you wanna see someone who, like, represents you. And I feel like I felt so out of place for years just because I didn't look or act the way that everybody else did, like in the way that I perceived the media when I was a kid.
For me, I've only been chronically ill for a couple of years, but I think I try to be very open about my experience as a woman and as someone who's chronically ill, because I feel like there are a lot of younger people out there who there's not a lot of disabled people who I feel like are incredibly open about their experiences, or if there are, they're not uplifted to like the amount that they should be, whether the audience is disabled or not, because it's all like education. Like, there's so many things we don't know, and understanding other people's experiences is so important, no matter what type of person we are. So I think it's really important.
I also oftentimes get.
If that's okay. Sorry, there's delay.
Go ahead, Cassie.
Okay. I just want to also say from the opposite end of it, in terms of like seeing people who look different than you is really important in media. I'm gonna come out here and say I grew up in Vermont. It is one of the whitest states in the country. And I was very lucky that my parents were willing to take me outside for more experiences, and that I was able to meet other people who were racially diverse. But I also know kids in my hometown that have never seen many people of color, maybe 5, maybe a handful, I don't know. There are people out there who unfortunately don't have the ability to go out and connect with other human beings like that, and being able to see them in the media and being themselves is really important, not just for representation of the people who are with them, but the people who need to be exposed to them in order to gain empathy. I don't know, that's like reviewed it a bit wrong, but I hope that makes sense.
No, it's such a good point, and it touches to the same point where we need that diversity, not just with women in gaming, but everywhere, so we can feel that empathy. Because without it, then how are you to learn and how are you to grow?
I always get the direct feedback of people, and it surprises me because when I talk openly about being a woman or about my struggles with my ADHD or anything really, people are instantly, they feel so seen. They're like, oh my god, what you just said is exactly how I feel, and I don't hear this a lot. So that's why it's so important, not just if I think back at myself when I was a kid, I wish I had that more, but then at least I hope that I can be that for somebody else. It's like what you said as well.
I think Gracie wants to then.
Just echo everything that everyone has said. They said it perfectly. I can't add to that.
Oh, there's a comment somewhere that I saw. Just have the audacity of a mediocre man, and just apply and like to put yourself out there for the same concept, right? And all of like the panels or things that like I put forward, it's hard to find diversity, and I always try because we obviously want diversity. And then why is it always like men that are applied and no one else? I'm like, wait, like I know there's other people out there, so like why aren't we? Because we'll succeed.
I think going off of that as well, sometimes it can go the other way, where you are just a box that people are ticking, and I think that can also feel really horrible. And it shouldn't be like that, you know? You should want to have people who have different experiences and literally just be a woman in your space.
No, definitely. Does anyone else?
I just also want to add that diversity makes art better. And content creation is an art, and having different perspectives is how we make sure that our art doesn't become homogenous.
Definitely. No, I love that. All right. Oh, and then our last question here is, how do you support other women in the Minecraft space? I guess personal stories or ideas, or let's say if someone doesn't know in the crowd, like, okay, now what? Okay, I know it's important. How do I start?
I think, personally, I've been part of a lot of communities online where a lot of non-men will share their experiences and they'll talk about it, so we'll all have that understanding of what's going on between us, which I think is really important, especially when you're realizing, okay, this space isn't as safe as or as comfortable as I thought it originally was, because otherwise that can be something that's really isolating. So I think that's really important to share our experiences, even if it's just behind the scenes, but also if you feel comfortable enough speaking out on stream, then doing that is really helpful.
And I think as well, like, so many of us are just so willing to chat and lend an ear, and if you have a problem, like come to us because we want to help you. Like it's all about supporting each other as well as uplifting each other. And so just talk to your friends or reach out to those who you want to be friends with. Because it's just, I don't know.
It's hard to ask for help.
Outreach and community.
And you'll get no's, but then that one yes is so important. And I think everyone up here, but I think give people the benefit of the doubt and just ask. If you can't ask, then you're not going to receive. Like Cassie, do you have anything to add to that?
Oh wait, Michaela haven't gone yet. Would you like to go first? Or
You can go if you want, I can just listen.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, I tend to support a lot of women and non-binary people in the space by giving content creation advice, data analytics, thumbnail advice. I've done thumbnails for a few of the lovely people up here. I also just tend to prefer working with women as well because I've noticed that in large groups, especially ones that are male-dominated, it doesn't feel like I'm equal in the space anyway, so why would I want to work in that space? I think that's about it for me. I mean, I just like, it's also, I just love women, so I would talk to them all the time and stuff. So.
I just feel like there's like, no, I feel like the most welcoming community that I've ever felt is specifically like the women in like the Minecraft space. Like literally like, I've had so many moments where I feel like something is in my head and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm just thinking about this the wrong way, or maybe I'm just crazy and this is something I should brush off. And then I'll I message Ross actually a lot whenever I'm like, hey, am I crazy or is this like weird? Like, is this okay? Like, and it's just so validating to have like people in your corner that do want you to succeed and don't care to like shut you out, I guess. Like, I feel like I am more likely to come to somebody in like on the women's side of the Minecraft space and like interest them a little bit more. I just feel like they've always had like my back, and we've always had each other's back, and we just want nothing but support for each other because we all kind of want kind of the same end goal of just more women in the space and more like visibility, I guess.
Definitely.
I think also an easy way is I oftentimes just bring out to women after my stream, and I just talk to my stream about all the girls in that bed and all of this and that. So I feel like it can be super simple. It's like small things you can do, like show up for them when they do make content. Because I would oftentimes hear things like, oh, I wish there were more girls making content, or like stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, they are. You're just not watching their content. So it's in the small things too, like say hi in their chat, read out to them, support them.
There's a lot of free ways that you can, and even retweeting and supporting them on social media as well.
And you don't have to wait until a specific month of the year to only support a specific group of creators.
For sure. All right, thank you. That was great. All right, moving on to our last segment here. Just a little reminder for the audience here, we are only having a couple minutes at the end for a Q&A. So we're going to get to this last segment, and then we have 2 microphones on either side. I'll let you know when to line up for that. We'll probably only have time for 3 questions, but everyone said that they would totally be fine with staying outside and lingering just for a moment if you do have any more. So our next portion is advice and resources. So my first question, as it's stated, is advice to women starting out in Minecraft content creation.
I feel like this goes for just content creation as a whole, but I think coming into it with like, this is so bad to say, but like just the expectation that you are going to face different like trials and tribulations as opposed to someone who is a little different from you is a bit normal, because I feel like I kind of came into this and I was like, oh, this is fun, and then boom, this happens, boom, this happens, boom, this happens, and I feel like at least just being aware that there is a possibility that you will have to face some sort of like adversity is like a good way to start out, and I know that sounds terrible.
It's realistic, and unfortunately it's the reality of what we're having to deal with and why we're here today. So thank you.
I think an important one is like know your worth. Like if you have a skill or something, if you're passionate about something, that is so important. And you don't feel pressure to have to do things with loads of people. Like maybe is owned by a man, whatever. But if that is something that becomes, I don't know, not good, not appreciating your worth, then leave it. Like, focus on yourself. At the end of the day, there's always going to be people that are going to appreciate your content for you, and you as a person, you know. At the end of the day, we're all our own people, and we're not just like a box, you know.
I think it's really important that you learn early on that you can set your boundaries, you can choose your boundaries, and that you can be open about your boundaries. It's something I learned along the way. I used to just, in my chat, say something, I'm like, oh yeah, sure, we'll do that. And yeah, no, set your boundaries and be open about, if you want to, how you feel and what you're comfortable with. Because I feel like a lot of women oftentimes are made to feel like they can't.
Boundaries can change too, even if you already set them.
I was going to say that, kind of going back to what I said way earlier in the panel, was like, you don't owe anyone your energy, so give it your all and be yourself, but don't feel like you have to change for a community or for other content creators. If you are yourself and you are being authentic, that's the most important thing. People will find you, people will fall in love with you in a good way, not like a parasocial, awkward way, but people will find you and enjoy your content and your company and stuff, but put yourself first. Don't bend over backwards for other people.
And I want to go off of that. I think when I was a smaller creator, there were people that would throw money at me that were not nice at all, and I think I had a lot of horrible experiences with that. So I think making sure that your boundaries are your boundaries. If people are giving you money and they want to play games with you all the time and they're weird, like, you show that boundary immediately, even though it's actually really hard to do, because money is a thing that can impact how, I guess, sometimes you react to your audience or interact with specific people, because money is something that makes us live. So, but there's always going to be more people, again, that appreciate you, so just keep going.
Definitely. And then Cassie, do you have any advice?
Yeah, I guess it's a little bit unconventional, but I'm just gonna say it. Don't be afraid to be a little bit of a bitch. They're gonna think you're one anyways, so you might as well just do it. And I don't mean like, you know, be mean to people, but sometimes you get a question. If I was a man and I was doing this, would it be allowed? Is it not allowed because I'm a woman?
No, that's so important to ask that question, definitely. Does anyone else have any other advice for the next question? Okay. Oh, next question. Yeah. Yes. So what has helped you the most when growing your platform?
Well, aside from like posting on like various platforms, I honestly like think that for me it was definitely like I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. When I started content, I almost quit right out of the get-go because I almost didn't have like a group of like a safe space. I didn't have friends, I didn't have a lot, and I was like school and work and there's no point. But honestly, like, I made friends and that was like the one thing that kept me going. Is I like almost quit back in I think 2022, and I have this friend Amy. Hi Amy. I would literally like come home from like having like the worst days of money and be like, all right, hop on Minecraft. Ariana, right now, hop on Minecraft. And that actually was literally the one thing that kept me staying and like continue to keep doing what I'm doing.
For me, this sounds really cliche as well, but it was just like doing what I enjoy, because then I would stream it for longer and I would seem like I'm having a much more enjoyable time playing what I'm playing and having fun. And that just created a really great energy that people enjoyed and people would come back for and stick around for longer streams and stuff. So just putting myself first and streaming what I enjoyed was like my biggest thing.
Ross, Amber?
I think a really big one for me was the people that I surrounded myself with, because as a creator you have hard times, numbers can go well, and then I would just talk to my girls, and I would feel better and feel supported and uplifted, and that also can then turn into, you can do collaborations together and stream together and have fun together, and then it's what you said, your community can tell when you're having fun. Because if you're just doing something because you feel like you have to do something, they know you, your community knows you, and they're gonna see that you're not being authentic. So it's all about your friendships and about taking care of yourself and who you surround yourself with.
And Cassie, do you have anything to add?
I mean, I think being yourself is the most important thing. I know it's cheesy, but it is true. Especially since a lot of women I know have this idea that they need to make content like men do, and you don't. It's actually freeing to not do that.
And then my last question here, and Ross, do you have anything to add to that?
Honestly, I feel like you guys have all said everything that's in my brain.
It seemed like you didn't want to, so
I was like,
okay.
they got it.
All right, my last question here is tips on collaboration, self-confidence, and or finding your niche.
I can say one for self-confidence. I've spent so much of like the last 10 years of my life caring way too much about what people think about me. And recently in this last year, I've been on kind of my like F it moment, because I have spent so long caring about whether or not like an action that I'm going to do that technically would have no reason to have an effect on another person would like alter the way that somebody thinks about me. So honestly, a big self-confidence thing is people will like you for you, and if they don't like you, then that's just too bad. Like, I'm screw it, honestly.
The other part of it is if you feel just unconfident, you can't find the positives that other people see in yourself, you can't see them too, fake it. Fake your confidence, fake it till you make it. It sounds really cliche as well, but it does make a huge difference. If you can just pretend that you're the most confident person out there, eventually some of those habits start to stick and they will become real.
No, it's funny, we're all gamers, we're all behind a screen, we're not used to any of this, and so you just gotta fake it the whole time. People, yeah, we're awesome.
I think sometimes it's about, I think just focusing, if you have no idea of what you want to do, just seeing what you feel passionate about or what you like. Because for me, my whole life I've just done art, right? I've taken it all through my school. So building is so in line with that. It's something I can always go back to. And I think, like you guys said earlier, it's, if you're enjoying it, you can just keep going. And I feel like if you're having fun, that self-confidence can also grow over time. And again, that's now my niche, but like, you can kind of, I don't know, you have time, you have time to cherry pick what you like, cherry pick what you think maybe you're not as good at, or maybe you want to work on, or maybe you don't. And I think it's all just a journey. And it's fun.
Something that helps me, because this is a question I'm less good at answering because I'm not that good at it, but something that I do to be better is I just tell my community when I'm not feeling confident, or I'm telling them when I'm struggling with something, and like that over the years, they can kind of tell and sometimes validate me back, sometimes, because I need that. And in that way, you also find your niche, because you surround yourself with these positive people that, I'm nice to them, they're nice to me back, and then we don't allow other people in that bubble.
And then Cassie, do you have any final thoughts on any tips?
Yeah, I think that actually a lack of confidence could be your greatest tool. I mean, content creation is all about empathy and connecting with other people, and especially right now in content, we're looking for story-driven content that is as human as possible, and not liking something about yourself or not appreciating something about yourself is a very human experience. And so I think Amber takes a really right approach with being honest with it, because it might just be nice to hear that someone struggles with that too. And in turn, you could both realize that you don't have to struggle over it. Also, I apologize for the bling.
We can hear it actually, so you're fine.
Okay, thank God.
I wanted to add something to that. I think sometimes using the experiences that we've had as women in the space can drive you. Like, I know recently I've been like, I hate this experience that I've had, but I want to do the best I physically can and use that to drive me to make the coolest things I've ever done. So I think utilizing the things that we have to go through and turning it to growth is a great way to also find confidence.
Looking at that perspective.
Yeah.
Definitely. So we only have a couple of 10 minutes-ish to do Q&A. Before we have our final thoughts here, I just wanted to give you a heads up. If you would like to ask a question, just make sure to be respectful, obviously, keep it short and sweet. And then if you have a specific question for any of the panelists, make sure you say.
Historical part of San Diego, TwitchCon. This is the Artisan Alley room. I haven't been in here, so I thought I'd go in here and look around. See what we can find. It's very crowded. Very crowded.
Start running.
It's also where you can get food. But I'm going back to the hotel. I've got the free food there.
How many locations? It's all Chevron stations, right?
So every extra mile is in a Chevron. Not every Chevron has an extra mile.
Okay, that's what it is.
But it's West Coast, so California, LA's really big. And then Arizona, Washington, Oregon.
Let's see what we can see. I would love to find some kind of snack, some chocolate or something from one of these places, but I don't know if there's anybody here. It's the first one. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Hello. anime through here. Oh, you want a knight in shining armor costume or that a dragon? Gargle. Who knows what it is?
Not alone. Like Todd has an opportunity.
More stuff and wares on this side, so we're gonna go to this side. Thank you.
Can you go at the end of the line and do that? Yeah, I went through a DJ yesterday.
If y'all see anything cute, let me know later. Do any of my people that watch me live in San Diego? Who collects pins? I collect magnets.
You know, like Liz and you like
You're fine. You never know what you'll see and like and might want to buy, so. I was hoping to find some, snack of some kind. Someone with a big old piece of chocolate. Give me chocolate any day. crocheting me some funky hats. If you like the crochet. Did y'all see the ducky? Or the cat? Whatever it is. Let's keep going to the next booth. More crochets. Would you make enough money, crocheters, to come to one of these shows? And what's it cost to set up? And whatever that booth was, they sold out of everything. It was a crochet booth, and they're sold out. But I've been to crochet shows and festivals that have crocheting, and I tried it one time. Made $10. And that was years ago. Is it? Would you really make some money? Are people gonna buy it? Are gonna? Are they going to? Just some of it's weird looking. I'm gonna go back downstairs and look at the rest of that stuff. Then head to the hotel, find something to eat, and then get ready for the party tonight.
Because I told my buddy, I guess I'm not a super attractive guy.
Sorry. But that was the Artisan Alley. And this is the outside. That's the Hilton over there.
Haunted house going on. I think I jinxed myself because now I actually have to go in it. And you know I'm terrified of everything. But I'm not going by myself. I have two very special guests with me. Do you want to introduce yourself for everyone out there?
Hi, I'm Saifi. I play a lot of horror games, so we got it. We're good.
You're an expert hand. I think it'd be fine. I'm Neft. I'm Saifi's junior manager. So.
All right. Did he get enough, or did he not get enough?
Okay.
go this way. I think they go.
Yeah, they told me to go this way.
Found it.
Yeah, forever. It took it. It took forever. Finally found the handicap area. Took 20 minutes. Joking.
Run them over.
Yeah, run it.
Wait.
Thank you, everybody.
Hey. Go, keep going. Keep going.
Exactly. Just grab this.
You what?
You gotta scan your wristband. God, I wish I could bring it over. I'm sorry. That's the.
Here, I'll take it off. No, you can't take it off. Okay.
It's fine. Yeah, I can't.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's fine.
Young lady, sweet. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Oh, we got that?
Yep.
We got that bad in here, do you?
No, just whatever they gave me, I wanted.
You're good, sweetie.
Okay.
Watch yourself, baby girl. Watch yourself. Stay behind you.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, mama. Thank you. You have a blessed day.
You too.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your patience. Appreciate you. You guys are good. Keep it pushing. Let me tell you, go. Keep it pushing.
Where do you get the
glasses?
glasses? Where do I get the glasses?
You want to get something? Get the thing, okay?
Where are those at?
Right.
Where do y'all get? Where are they getting the glasses at?
I don't know. Would you like me to grab some for you?
Yeah.
Where do we get glasses? The glasses the guy right behind you with the black right here in the black shirt. This gentleman right here, ma'am.
Where?
Sir.
How you doing? What's wrong, mama? Can I help you with anything?
Those glasses?
Flashy glasses for the lady.
Can she have some flashy glasses for her right here?
Ooh, pink.
I don't care.
There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Oh,
There you go. Enjoy yourself, baby.
thanks. They don't work, but
Mama, you gotta move up a little bit so we
I'm
can get your
going.
chance.
I know.
Light up glasses for you guys.
Last day of MomoCon. And I'll show you the arches if you come in through where you get your badges. I like going through here. What's it remind you of? Reminds me of Disney. All this is set up for MomoCon.
twitchcon 2025. Let's go, everybody. I see you out there.
Dance on me, dance on me, dance, dance, dance. I'm dancing in my pants, in my chair, in my house. I'm dancing in the hotel, in the con, everywhere.
You know the word.
Hello. I guess that's the San Diego Stadium. I don't know, it's a stadium, that's all I know. Beautiful downtown San Diego. And the street. I've seen lots of little scooters and e-bikes. More of day 3 of the con. This is day 3 of the TwitchCon. I'm going to a cooking stream meetup. Nice gentleman from New York helps you with your streaming. If you have dropped streams, he tells you how to fix it.
All you gotta do to qualify is find a new friend, learn a fun fact about them, and come find me with that fun fact, and I will give you a raffle ticket. I am sitting on this really pretty yellow chair behind here at the back.
But here's the thing. Whatever number is going to be saying,
Welcome back all of the con.
My goal is 0 cards when I'm on the That's my goal.
That's so absurd.
If I do 10 grand or whatever, you know the number.
Oh yeah.
We don't need to go into that. But I can tell you, I weighed in, I went backwards, I weighed in
Yeah, I'm in the meetup for the cooking streamers. And since I do cooking on my channel, I thought, all right, let's go meet some of them. Met a nice gentleman who's here just to promote his services. But next year he wants to start streaming cooking. He said sometime next year. He is a bachelor, retired, and lives on his own with his kitty cat.
And that's a great, I bet this is one of your, you know, it's not, so you have multiple calories. I couldn't draw them.
I used to draw.
not very many cooking streamers. Not many at all. Hello. I'm doing great. Huh? I already got all that yesterday.
Oh, you got one yesterday?
Yep. I got a
Did you
little.
enter into the raffle as well?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
Can you enter more than once?
No, just the one time.
Yeah, I entered both of them yesterday.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Yeah, so you'll just get notified tomorrow if you've been selected.
Okay.
Yeah, well, thank you so much.
That would help a lot if I won it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
But no, I got the clear bag yesterday and everything but the fidget toy, but I don't need a fidget toy.
It works, to be honest, if you're bored, you know, in the moment.
I'll just pick up my crocheting and start crocheting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I love to crochet.
Okay, are you having a good time?
Yes.
Yeah. Good,
Yeah.
Good to hear. Hope you have a nice day.
You too. More cookers, streamers, I guess. Or just we want to come in and take a break. But this is for the streaming and cooking.
It's just a bunch of different not personally. Yeah, oh yeah. When I'm pitching stuff,
The other room over there, I don't know what it's for, but all these on this side cooking, and you see a lot of men that are cooking. But I like my cooking, my southern cooking, and you give me an ingredient and I can whip you up something. All right, I did it again. Forgot to show you my food. This is rice and orange chicken with little crunchy, like pretzel things. It's okay, food with the price I paid. Chicken's not bad, and the rice is delicious. But I got soy sauce, so I wanted to put it on there, light and dark. You know. So, this is from the San Diego Convention Center. I don't even know the name of the restaurant. It's just a kiosk. But it is good.
So, for those of you who do not know me, my name is, on the internet, they call me Frisk with 2 Ks. Previously, I was a full-time broadcaster for like over a decade. Before I joined Twitch, which I've been here for 5 years, and I am the program manager for the Ambassador program. So, getting started here, welcome to Meet a Mentor Ambassador Coaching. I have brought my ambassadors here today to chat with you. The creator journey is such a long one, and there's so many different pieces, and there's so many different things that you have to think about. And what's really helpful is that there are so many people, especially right now for TwitchCon, who have just an abundance of knowledge, right? And you know, I think the best thing to do is share that, right? And that is why I have my ambassadors here with us today. So these ambassadors have all done the journey, and they are always learning, they are always growing, and they do not know everything. I'm gonna start off by saying that. They definitely don't know everything. Do you guys know everything?
No.
All right. So they might not know everything, but my gosh, they know so much. So what I want to do first is introduce them. So first off, we've got Science Streams. Can I get a microphone actually? Right over here for Science. Raise your hand, Bless. Thanks, man. Oh, they're looking for microphones. It's me, I'm the microphone. Dun, 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 dun. Introduce yourself, Belen.
So without doxing me, I'm not Belen, right? Maybe, possibly? Yeah. Belen, one half of Science Streams, the other half is not photographed there, but it's my wife, Lita. We're research scientists and we do science content on Twitch. We've been ambassadors for a little over a year.
Science! Next one is Genticles. I'm headed to the other side of the room. I'm dodging the chairs. She goes.
I feel not worth the effort. I'm so sorry. Hi, I'm Genticles. I'm a variety streamer. I am not contributing in the way that Science is at all to anything. But yeah, I've been a streamer on Twitch for about 5 years. I started out playing one game primarily, and I built my community around that. And then I decided I was burnt out, and I wanted to pivot, and I've been variety ever since. So if anyone is looking for advice on maybe trying something new, seeing how to take your content in a different direction, I am your person.
Genticles. Next up, we have Yikes. Right over here. It's okay, I have a microphone.
Hello? Oh, here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm Yikes. I am a variety streamer. I've done anything from cooking to gaming to just chatting to IRL streaming. Anything, pretty much, I've done it. I am a new Twitch ambassador, and I'm really happy to be here. I've been streaming for 5 years, so happy to be here.
Give it up for Yikes. Next up, we got some Copter. I'm sorry, I got my own music and everything as I'm running around. Honestly, I kind of love this.
I love it. Hi everyone, I'm Sim. It's nice to meet you. I play strategy and simulation games on Twitch. I've been streaming for about 12 years now, been an ambassador for about 5. And please come talk to me or any ambassador here about challenges you're experiencing, burning questions. That's why we're here, so give us your all.
Let's go, Sue. Next up, we've got the Hunger Service on the other side of the court. She's gone. She's flying.
Check.
Is that for nothing?
Hi, I am the Hunger Service, but you can call me LA. I'm from there. I'm a former sushi chef of 10 years. I'm also a photographer, and I've been streaming on Twitch for the last 8 years now. And I was made ambassador in 2020. And a hot dog is a sandwich. Okay, thank you.
I agree that the hot dog is a sandwich. Next up, we've got the two. Right here.
Do I stand up?
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Datoon and I'm extremely tired but happy to be here. I do horror content, variety, I do IRL ghost hunting, so that's kind of like, I don't know, my niche that I wanted to start watching, so I just made it myself. If you're ever wondering about how to niche, how to find your thing, that's what I like doing, so I'd love to talk about that.
But wait, there's more. I know. Gasp. DJ Knight!
Oh, hi, it's me. I'm DJ Knight. I've been streaming on Twitch for about 10 and a half years. I'm lucky enough to have been in the first group of Twitch ambassadors added. It is Sunday, so I do know a little bit of everything, but not completely. So don't expect that. You're awesome. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, DJ. Next up, Steph Anime.
Hi everyone, my name is Steph. This year marks my 10-year streaming anniversary. Time flies, I can't believe it. Oh my god. And actually I just became a Twitch ambassador as of October 3rd, which just so happened to be Fullmetal Alchemist Day on October 3rd. So as an anime fan, I was like, this is meant to be. So yeah, I'm really excited to talk talk to all of you just about everything from the streamer journey to balancing streaming while being at events. I love going to conventions as well, so yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Steph. Rosanna. I don't think Rosanna's here. Is she? No, that's okay. We do love her though. Sintika.
Oh my gosh, hello guys. My name is Sintika, I'm from Germany, so I'm sorry for my English skills. I'm a Twitch DJ for now 14 years right now. Yeah, I was one of the oldest DJs on Twitch, and I'm a new ambassador, so let's have a great time, and I'm looking forward. Thank you so much.
Dankeschön. And last but not least,
Dankeschön you.
Go DJ, that's my DJ. She got a microphone, that's my DJ.
Hello. Hi guys, I'm Nee, or Nee Beats. I'm a DJ, new ambassador. I'm so happy to be here. Let's go. Thank you for having me.
amazing. So as you can see, we've got a lot of wonderful, amazing ambassadors here today to chat with you.
Yeah.
So now we're going to kind of go over what to expect and the format. So introductions, we kind of did it already. Now it's time to chat and connect, and
yeah, I'll move over.
we're going to be doing that for about 10 minutes at each table. So at each table, obviously you all know that there is a single ambassador at each table. And we are going to give you about 10 minutes to chat, and this is your opportunity to ask those burning questions like Sam mentioned, right? The challenges that you are currently facing, maybe some things that you are considering maybe implementing in your creative journey. This is the time to do it. After that 10 minutes, I'm going to rotate the ambassadors and we're going to move them to a different table. So you get to have a little bit of time with everyone. Possibly, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. So, with that, I know that sometimes when someone says, ask them your burning questions, and then your brain turns into mashed potatoes, and you don't remember anything. So, here's some quick reminders, right? We're gonna ask only one question. We wanna try and keep things short. No requests. We can wait for that till after. If my ambassadors want to do any pictures or signings or anything like that, they can do it afterwards. And of course, always be kind, considerate, and respectful to one another. And when I was talking about brains being mashed potatoes, these are some thought starters. Some things that if you don't necessarily have any burning questions, maybe some things that can help jog the brain. And with that, go ahead and begin, y'all.
Hey, we met at the ambassador meets.
Okay, the hunger service. Okay.
It's like the postal service, except I only go.
All right. Thanks everybody who's been with me this whole weekend. This is the last day of TwitchCon. This is our last few seconds of TwitchCon because I'm heading back to the hotel to meet my friend. And we're going to spend a few days together. So I get to meet him. I've known him since like 2000. We want to say 12 or 13. Neither one of us really remember. So TwitchCon's been fun. There could be some improvements. So I got my scooter. I'm taking it back to the hotel, and he'll pick it up from there. So it's only got like 2 more hours of TwitchCon, and the show is over to next year, wherever next year is going to be. I do not know. So, all right. All right.
You're welcome.
It's been a blast. Y'all want to see what downtown looks like?
Right. But if she wasn't wearing her hat and with these.
This is downtown San Diego. There's one of your America's finest to protect and patrol. So I'd like to say bye, San Diego, till we meet again someday. I love you guys. Thank you, everyone. Been a wonderful time. Nice place to rent a scooter from. So, alright, we'll see y'all on the next one. TwitchCon 2025 is over. That's a wrap, folks. Oh, that's it. Y'all have a blessed day now, and we'll see y'all in the next adventures with Roxanne. Hello, TikTokers. Hey, TikTokers, Roxanne here. I'm leaving TwitchCon. Anybody want to watch my content on TwitchCon? Come over to YouTube. Adventures with Roxanne. You'll find me there. Hey everybody, Adventures with Roxanne here. And if y'all want to see what happened, what I was doing all weekend, come over to Adventures with Roxanne on YouTube. I've been at TwitchCon all weekend. So, it's